often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up in those high amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Oh, he's got the choke.
Ooh, that looks tight. Might be the beginning of the end.
He's got choke. There it is.
There's the tap. Too good. What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
Let's go inside the octagon now where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of round number 3.
All right, here's the lightweight contender, former University of Northern Colorado wrestler Justin Gaethje. We've spent a lot of time with this young man. We both think he is one of, if not the most exciting fighter in the sport today. But he doesn't lean on those wrestling chops. He's worried about wrestling fatigue, and the results certainly speak to him having the right approach, though.
As you said, John, University of Northern Colorado wrestler, All-American.
Right.
He was an All-American, but to this point, he has not scored one takedown. He doesn't need to. He wants to go in there, and he wants to fight. He said he shows up to put on a highlight. His nickname's a highlight, and he has earned that and is justified every time he steps foot in the octagon. Just a fantastic mixed martial artist with a full toolbox of skill at his disposal. And when he...
Let's go, Poirier versus Gaethje.
All right, two UFC megastars ready to engage. Former UFC interim lightweight champions Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. Not a whole lot of heat on the matchup per se, but Dustin did publicly criticize Gaethje after he sort of threw the interim title on the canvas after he won.
And then said afterwards, I bet he wished he didn't throw the title on the canvas after he won it. But when you look at the matchup, you have Dustin Poirier from the southpaw stance with that beautiful right hook with the straight right hand. Justin Gaethje will walk through a train wreck in order to get to his goals. This fight, as we saw in fight number 1.
Boom! Sa full.
Still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
All right, so Dustin Poirier getting off to a pretty good start tonight, and all driven by that straight left hand.
Yeah, you know, Dustin Poirier is a right-handed guy, so he's pawing at you with the right jab, and then boom, he drops that right hand. We have seen him put some of the best fighters in the world on their back with that straight left hand. Good to see that Dustin Poirier.
Superman punch now. Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Back and forth we go. Poirier's now dealing with a cheek cut. Well, nice job by Gaethje to land and then roll with the punches. We talk a lot about his legendary chin, but maybe he doesn't get enough credit for the striking defense and his ability to move that head off the center line. Poirier going with the kick to the body. He's an outstanding kicker, but that attempt missed.
They're going at it here. Huge shots landing on both sides.
Big right hand there. Trying to stay in this fight. Just out of range with the big right hand. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight.
Big right hand.
Oh, nice high kick. Oh, landed some big shots too.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Well, no denying that he blocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that was put him. This is big. That's big. And now some separation.
Well, Gaethje's swelling now around the jaw area, so we'll keep an eye on that as this fight continues.
Nice combination.
Misses with the right hand. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win champions.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Tulog si Dustin.
Justin Gaethje.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice punch. Boom. Okay, start na natin yung event. UFC 2 mga rematch. For the first fight, Zhang Weili versus Namayunas.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Thug Rose Namajunas. And now introducing your opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC strawweight champion, John Magnum Wesley. Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. Thug Rose Namajunas, Magnum Zhang Weili, and going into UFC 275 in Singapore, where Zhang Weili was fighting Joanna Jędrzejczyk, you said before that fight that Zhang Weili might be the greatest athlete you've ever seen. I thought you were crazy. Then she went out and did that.
And did this spinning flip thing that she did after she won to celebrate. I'm like, you see? She's so fast. She's so gifted. And she's just a really, really good fighter. She does everything well. Great wrestling, great grappling, and tremendous power in her hands and her feet. But when she looks across the octagon, she is looking at a woman that has... John, she's hurt. She's done. It looks like it's over. She landed a massive shot from the top. This fight's getting close to being over. Oh, nice right hand.
Just missed with that right hand. Big power shot there. Just over 3 minutes to go. Oh, she lands the side.
Boom!
She is such a diverse striker. That big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight. Big ground and pound.
Whaley gets back up.
Digs her shin into the ribs. Straight body kick. Oh, beautiful by Rose.
Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. So clear there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class.
Nag-online, yes brother, minsan.
And that'll do it. Sean Whaley with one of the greatest knockouts.
Although ngayon naka-event lang. Parang pay-per-view style. Okay, first fight, Sean Whaley. Nice head kick. Boom! Pagsak si na Mayunas. Sa rank, parang ang naabot ko lang na pinakamataas is 18. Pero hirap ako pag pag natapat sa magagaling talaga pag 15 and above. Mas madalas nasa 15 to 16 lang ako. Pag yung 18, siguro medyo swerte lang ako nun. Hindi naglalaro yung mga talagang bang malakasan. Kaya naka 18. Oh, meron talaga ibang klase yung grappling nila. Lakas ng TV ko. Meron yung iba, yung kahit wala silang stamina, nakakalabas sila sa submission. Ibang PS5. Okay, next fight natin, ng Juliana Peña versus Amanda Nunes. Ito yung mga rematch, dream rematch na hindi na nangyari. Una siyang Whaley versus Mayunas 3. Ito naman Peña versus Nunes.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Amanda the Lioness.
Si Amanda Nunes na magbabalik versus Kayla Harrison.
And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion.
Actually ako marunong naman ako ng grappling. Pero kapag talagang mga elite level, ayun, medyo doon na ako hirap. Pero I would say, okay naman yung grappling ko. Meron yun sa tutorial ni Naz UFC nung pinapanood ko.
I feel like it was her physical conditioning that allowed her to recover so well after all those early knockdowns in the second fight.
And to take the beating that she took in fight number 2. You gotta be in fantastic shape.
Boom.
Oh, she's gotta keep pressing now. And these women are delivering for fight fans around the world. What a start to this fight.
How could you possibly be seated when you are watching this level of activity from these two women at the beginning of the fight?
Nice 1-2 there.
Grabe yung combo ni Nunes
It looks sharp tonight.
It looks sharp, man. She trains down that American top team, one of the best MMA teams in all of fighting.
Nandyan bossing sa ilalim ng Instagram. Sa tabi ng camera ko. Pero hindi mo ako ma-add so message mo na lang ako. Para ako mag-add sa'yo.
3 minutes.
Boom!
She's
Naka-follow ka na din para masaya. Yun, thank you. Follow ba kita mamaya after ng live?
She might get to more finish here if she's just patient. If she doesn't lose her lock on the wrist, if she
Kumakanta kan si Aljo bigla-bigla kumakanta eh. Uy, nakalabas tuloy ng Kimura.
Submission defense, and she gets out.
she could get the sub here.
Inamoy si Amanda Nunes.
Lands that elbow on the inside.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Penya's back inside control here. Making all these shots count.
Crucifix.
Might be time for a hip escape. She doesn't need to eat too many more.
Nice crucifix.
Swelling starting to appear. Well, her opponent had to know these elbows would be coming, but maybe not with this type of volume.
Boom! Wasak si Amanda Nunes.
How about it?
Na-crucifix.
So how about this result tonight? She told us in the fighter meeting, I got
Hindi na nakalabas ng crucifix si Amanda Nunes.
the judges out of it. That is her signature win, and this crowd enjoyed every minute of it.
Signature win, John. She has never looked better. She said she was going to get a finish. She got the finish.
Okay, nakapaghiganti na si Zhang Weili tsaka si Amanda Nunes. Si Juliana Benya.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 7 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by TKO, Juliana, the Venezuelan Vixen, Pena.
All right, there she is. Big win by TKO tonight, and really everything she said to us in our fighter meeting on Thursday came to fruition here on Fight Night.
Oh, yeah, she made it happen.
Okay,
She
next fight,
willed it
next
into
fight.
existence.
UFC 5 sa PS5. Next, Chandler versus Oliveira.
And now our tail of the tape for this lightweight scrap. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Charles the Bronx Oliveira. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Iron Michael Chandler. You ready to fight? Ready.
Let's go!
All right, here's the lightweight
Uy,
contender.
grabe naman yun. Ta-touch gloves pa lang ako. Ta-touch gloves pa lang ako. Ni-roundhouse ako agad.
Back to the leg kick now. That one's no good.
Grabe yun.
Oh, my goodness. What a kick.
Napaka-aggressive ni Oliveira.
And mixes in a takedown. Why not?
This is a terrible position.
Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Chandler. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
He passes to half guard.
We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Chandler. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Oh, nice. Look at him attack that comfortable on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish this fight.
Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him.
Naku, naka-full pound.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Hi, Boberry.
Ground strikes landed.
Nakita kita.
Elbow from the top now.
Nainip ka na ba? Hindi ako nakakapag-reply.
Another ground and pound strike lands.
Uy, na-reverse.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oliveira's right back to the full mount here. Lands with the ground and pound. That horn sound means we have reached the end of round one. All right, there's the end of the round, and what a 5 minutes it was for him. Rocked and stunned his opponent multiple times, and I don't know, did his opponent just say uncle on the stool, or is he going to fight on?
I mean, he may say uncle. When you're getting beat and battered and bruised like that, it's a testament to your toughness.
Hi,
But
babe.
it's not ideal. You want to be competitive. That
May chat ka ba?
round
Parang walang
was not
pumapasok.
competitive at all.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight.
Ready.
Not only for the offensive fighter, but also
Uy,
for the
bigla-bigla siyang tumatalon.
Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting so as to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
Push kick there to the body. All right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single takedown.
Has not even attempted a takedown. I would never have expected this, John. I don't understand what is going on in this fighter's head. He needs to get the fight to his wheelhouse.
Oh, and now a beautiful touch.
I mean, that was beautiful. The way that he took the underhook, stepped all the way across, and hit that hip toss.
Crucifix
Chandler's
favorite.
got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Oh, he is inflicting some serious damage with these elbows. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. We've seen you go to this a couple times, no?
This is
Wasak
one of
na yung
my
mukha ni
favorite
Charles.
techniques. I got Volkan Ozdemir here, and I just landed punch after punch after punch. They didn't have to be hard, but if you can land 30, 40 strikes in a row, the referee will have no choice but to finish the fight.
Hindi na makalabas si Oliveira.
Pounding him. Nice job.
Naka-crucifix ulit.
Chandler's got him in a crucifix now. Gonna go to work from the top.
Wasak na.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of the stick.
And right into side control. Oliveira's forehead is just leaking blood all over his face. He's unrecognizable right now. I'm not so sure the referee's not going to stop this fight. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Well, this is getting hard to watch, and sometimes you hear us say a fighter is too tough for their own good. Anybody want to save this athlete right now?
Yeah, this is a classic case of that.
Grabe, isang
Where a
round
guy
na
is just too
naka-side
strong,
control at
not gonna win
crucifix.
this fight. He may as well throw in the towel. I mean, his corner can stop it, the referee can stop it, the doctor can stop it. Somebody needs to do something because this fight is
Puro
over.
dugo.
Oliveira gets tattooed by that elbow. Oh, and there's the submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So, back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, well, the cut man has got his work cut out for him, and I believe we have isolated the shot that caused that critical cut above the eye.
I mean, right above the eye, John. Too many damaging blows. He's got to change something because now every time he gets hit above the eye, the blood will start to leak in his eye, making it almost impossible to fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway.
Uy, hintik na.
Going to the body now with the kick. That one is blocked, though, by Michael Chandler. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. And he caught the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. And beautiful reaction by him there, DC. Caught the kick and immediately countered with a perfectly timed takedown.
I mean, John, when you can have a reactionary takedown, it's usually the easiest one because you don't have to go and find the takedown. You just
Ito na naman tayo sa side control.
you counter and react on it, and it makes the takedown much easier.
At sa
Oh, it
crucifix.
looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly because this is a position
Uy,
that you
nabaliktad.
can escape. Make sure you secure your opponent, and make sure you secure your opponent. Land strikes that matter and end this fight.
Oliveira's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oliveira's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling.
Grabe yung mukha ni Oliveira.
It's an educated crowd.
Uy,
His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that,
Continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go. Big left hand. Chandler's knee to the body is blocked.
thank you for sharing.
Takedown. All right, well, I don't have to be a judge to tell you he is losing this fight late in the game now. Time to start throwing up those submission attempts, I would think.
got to keep going. You got to start throwing up submission attempt after submission attempt and hope that something's free for you to latch on to.
Chandler gets back up again.
Boom! Kamali siya.
My goodness!
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Oh, boy!
Grabe, duguan yung mukha ni Oliveira eh, no?
We go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is
Oh,
calling a stop to this
magang-maga yung noo niya eh.
at 4 minutes, 20 seconds of the third round.
Bukol yung noo niya eh.
By knockout, Iron Michael Chandler.
Well, get used to hearing this. Michael Chandler by knockout. All of his UFC wins have come by that method. And oftentimes he can be on the wrong side of these, but he had it going tonight. That's a big result for the former Missouri wrestler.
I mean, Iron Mike, right? To have a name like that after Iron Mike Tyson, you got to live up to it. And that's what Michael Chandler did.
Okay,
He
next
got
fight.
Use that athleticism to explode into his opponent, got the knockout victory.
Nate
What an
Diaz
exciting guy
versus
in the UFC
McGregor.
lightweight
It
division.
really is amazing
Part
how
3.
much he has brought to this lightweight division since he signed a couple of years ago.
Haha, 1v1 me. Sige, later. Naka-event lang bro eh. Naka-event creator kasi ako. Sunod-sunod yung laban.
Well, a special
McGregor dapat. Kasi ang ginagawa ko, tawag dito, kung nag-rematch sila, kung sino yung next, kunwari, last time, nanalo si McGregor. So kung nag-rematch sila, parang for me, Diaz, parang ganun kasi yung idea. Kumbaga yung losing side yung pinipili ko. Kagaya last time, ang pinili ko si Chandler, hindi si Oliveira.
He is a fantastic fighter, has really good takedown defense, which allows him to keep the fights on the feet, where guys are always in danger. You're constantly in danger whenever you're fighting Conor McGregor, because the moment
I-slap natin to si McGregor.
left hand is like a piston, and he can shut your lights out with one strike.
Yeah, that McGregor counter left hand, truly one of the best weapons in mixed martial arts today. A master when it comes to movement and distance management. And also just rising to the occasion, right? When all eyeballs are on him, and you've experienced this as well, the ability on fight night to shine.
All the distractions, Conor is able to shut him out, and he goes into the octagon, is focused, and always gets the job done.
Well, enjoy him while he's here, folks, because you never know if this will be the last time we see Nate Diaz in the UFC, with a fan base really as big as any fighter in the sport. Diaz is back tonight, and we're glad to see him.
Stockton, stand up. This guy has a cult following. He is one of the most interesting guys in the UFC, because he has this sense that he really doesn't care to be here, but he also doesn't feel as comfortable anywhere but in the octagon. So it's a love-hate relationship.
Thank you guys for the follow. Follow ba ko kayo later after the stream.
He's fighting in the UFC, a guy that boxes. Unbelievable, but I think it's the attitude of Nate Diaz that has made him into one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen in the octagon.
He had a couple of life-changing paydays against Conor McGregor, the win at UFC 196, the majority decision loss at UFC 202.
Which to this day he says he won, right?
He thinks he won that fight. But one thing goes without saying, and I'll say it anyway, when Nate Diaz fights, the world is watching, and that is the case yet again here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world and the former UFC lightweight champion.
Lalaban na kaya to si Conor sa White House UFC, no? Hindi na siya bumalik eh. Pero hindi pa naman siya officially retired.
And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, an ultimate fighter.
Tapos malayo rin naman siya sa rankings. So, hindi rin naman siya aabot ng title shot. Talo siya last 2 fights eh.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, most of you likely remember exactly where you were when Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fought for the first time back in 2016. They rematched later that year, and the trilogy.
Kaya masaya gamitin si Diaz eh. Oh, ito ka. Stuck on slap. Bagsak agad. Na-whiff. Ito ka. Oh, ito.
Nice defense to block that punch. Oh, McGregor's got a cut on the forehead. Yes, he's bleeding now.
Uy!
We might get a stoppage here.
Munti hindi na knockout.
Nice strike lands from the bottom line.
Grabe madugong laban to, no?
Lands an elbow. back to the well with the elbows, and I guess if it's not broken, no need to fix it as he lands another combination there.
He's getting in so close that it's hard to land anything else, so he's shortening up those elbows, and they're landing beautiful.
Well, no surprise there as he lets his opponent stand
Round
back
1 pa
up.
lang, may mga dugo-dugo na eh.
Push kick there to the body.
Muntik na ako dun ah.
What a beautiful jab landing there.
Sinampal. Corner.
Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activity that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that.
Boom! Ganda laban eh, no? Mainit.
Such a sneaky head kick. He
Action
did not
pack.
rush.
Boom!
Back and forth we go.
Boom!
Big strikes.
Ay na, action pack.
To land.
Heel belly, drop it, ground and pound. His opponent's got to move, or the fight's gonna get stopped.
Basagan ng mukha eh, no?
Cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
Oh, stand up, stand up. Eto ka.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's
Uy.
back in the fight.
Muntik
You
na
don't
ako.
get those opportunities very
Round 1 pa lang to,
often.
guys.
You gotta
Boom! Ayaw natin, ayaw natin. Papatagalin natin. Conor versus Diaz to eh. Ito ka. Tayo, tayo.
Unable to land with that punch. So wisely, he continues to
Uh-huh.
attack that area that is cut wide open. When you were fighting, was that something you would do? You see it cut, try to attack it?
It's like a target. I mean,
Sinampal si Conor.
you want to punch him in it. You want to elbow him in it. Anytime you see your work paying off,
Power slap.
go down the path.
Look how excited you just got talking about punching a dude who's already wide open. Like you
Magao, laki ng bukol ni Conor
Right,
eh.
I'm old now. I don't even want to fight no more, but I do love a little damage.
Laki ng maga eh. Bukol.
All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin. But
Yun
he
ba
just
yun?
needs to
Kaya
stay
na
the
maga
course.
yung uno
He
niya.
does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
Round 2 now.
Round 2, grabe yung round 1 oh.
And Conor McGregor.
Dami nangyari sa round 1.
This crowd is going sick after what they saw in that previous round. Truly an all-out brawl. Seminal moments on both sides. The fight is still going on. Incredible.
Great moments by both of these fighters. Let's see who can continue down the path and really try and finish this fight.
Well, now he's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, big left. Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Trying to kick the leg out.
Boom! Tulog si ano, si Diaz. Pinapabikat si Diaz. Tulog.
I mean, you gotta be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure
Okay,
what
bukol.
will top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time.
Nice
I have
one.
not seen someone look this
Boom.
good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
Tulog si Nate Diaz.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop
Pwede
to
na
this
ba?
contest.
If ever yun yung third
10
fight nila, no?
minutes, 3 seconds.
Action
Round
pack
number
din, di
2.
ba?
Declaring the winner
Masaya.
by knockout,
Conor ba yan knockout?
Conor
Malaki ng bukol eh, no?
All right, so Conor McGregor came in with one of the best knockout ratios in mixed martial arts history, and he adds to his knockout total here tonight.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a beast, and that left hand is a weapon of mass.
Next. Sino ba yung next fight dito? Adesanya versus Blachowicz. Ano, Blachowicz ba to? Blachowicz. So, nung naglaban kasi sila, talo si Adesanya. Decision. Nung nag-try siyang mag light heavyweight. Before siya ba, nag-attempt siya ng, ng 2 division champion. Kaya lang, hindi siya nag-succeed eh. Talo siya nito. So, try nating i-rematch. So, light heavyweight division to.
But it's amazing to think about where he was in 2017, the night you defended the belt in Buffalo, New York, or won the title, I should say. He was 2-4 in the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, I think that speaks to who he is as the man. Jan Blachowicz, the man. Because if
Blachowicz ata. Jan Blachowicz.
You don't become the champion of the world and widely regarded as one of the best in the world. He always had the skills. Now he has the ability to put all those things together. That's why you have seen a sustained run.
Versus Style Bender.
He has undergone a head coaching change recently, employing his wrestling coach now as his head coach, and he believes it stands to reason that we will see the best version of Jan Blachowicz here tonight. All right, so Israel Adesanya obviously was mashing through the middleweight division until his rival Alex Pereira showed up. But as he gets back on the proving ground here tonight, DC, most people believe on any given Saturday night, this is still the best middleweight in the world.
Well, he's proven it time and time again. He has been the man for so long, it would seem...
Come on guys, share the live para madami tayong viewers.
But because he believes in himself, because
before tayo mag-main event. Main event natin is Gustafsson versus John Jones.
But when it comes down to the X's and the O's, the guy and his fight ability, Israel Adesanya is as good as they come. A phenomenal kickboxer in much improved wrestling that allows for him to stay upright and make guys fight him where he needs them to.
Really seems as though he is getting closer to that mixed martial arts prime, to your point, in terms of putting all the skills together. Israel Adesanya, the last style bender, back in the octagon here tonight.
By the way, ang tagal ng ng UFC 6. Nag-aabang ako ng UFC 6 eh, until na wala pa ding balita. UFC 5 pa din. Although okay lang, less gastos. Pero sana pag naglabas sila ng UFC 6 may improvements sa gameplay lalo. And sa roster.
This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Israel, the last style bender,
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, former UFC light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz laid out the blueprint in theory to beat Israel Adesanya. Nobody's been able to duplicate it yet.
Nobody else has been able to do what Jan Blachowicz did. But when you talk to Adesanya, he tells you right away, when he took me down, he felt heavy. Tonight, he goes into the octagon bigger. He feels stronger. He's more ready to solve the puzzle that is Jan Blachowicz. I can't wait to watch these two dudes mix it up again. The first time left a little to be desired. I can imagine it will not look the same tonight.
All right, so a little bit of a pedestrian.
Bilis ni Adesanya.
Oh, Adesanya's getting going now. Body shot.
Trying to finish this fight. Oh, wow, massive uppercut. That will not feel good tomorrow.
Uy, sa pula ko dun
And the chins continue.
Uy, ang lakas sa suntok ni Blanc.
These ground
Untik
strikes
na.
are just brutal.
That was nice. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Blachowicz is in half guard. Well, that
Blahovic.
is not from
Muntik na ako dun, ah.
That is from a serious ground and
Tayo,
pound
tayo,
attack
tayo.
from his opponent. Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again.
Boom!
Accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobble chair.
Uy!
He cannot take another shot like that.
Grabe. Grabe yung laban. Knockdown. Makakabawi na ba si Adesanya?
It's amazing. One calf kick can do so much damage. Starting to show some signs of bruising there.
It's already starting to limit him.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand.
Nice question mark.
Every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon. That was lightning fast, that right hand. Beautiful transition.
Blahovic getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out.
Uy! Mali ako ng head movement.
Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Boom! Front kick, tip.
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight.
Pinapos yung front kick ni, Blachowicz.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
All right, so as they say, another highlight for the appreciable reel of the middleweight champ, Israel Adesanya, your winner tonight by knockout.
Adesanya is such a powerful guy and such a big...
Okay, sino next fight natin? UFC 5 bro. Bernie. Next fight natin, last 1, 2, 3, 4, last 5 fights. Robert Whittaker versus Duplessis. Sa mga nanonood dyan ng Physical Asia, ito si Robert Whittaker.
Well, South Africa is on the World Mixed Martial Arts map, largely courtesy of the elite middleweight Dracus du Plessis. And he got a lot of respect from his peers after beating Robert Whittaker at UFC 290. You had to look far and wide for any of his fellow fighters to be picking du Plessis going into that fight. And not only did he beat Whittaker, he bludgeoned him and got him out of there by TKO in round 2. That laid the foundation for a title fight for Dracus du Plessis. This man is a physical force, hardened by his upbringing in South Africa. Excited to see what he could do with the opportunity tonight, DC. All right, here he is, the UFC middleweight king, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker. Back-to-back wins over Yoel Romero. Hard to quantify, though, how difficult those 50 minutes against Yoel Romero were and what type of toll it might take on Whittaker here moving forward.
Yes, but after the Romero fights, there was a lot of time in between fights for Whittaker, which allows you to recover. Because you hear the stories about the guys that say they fight Yoel. No one's like him. No one feels like him. But Robert Whittaker was able to manage that over the course of 2 very, very difficult fights. And he was able to do that because of the fantastic cardio, the great wrestling mentality, and also the unbelievable striking and the ability to stare down the barrel of a loaded shotgun in Yoel Romero's left hand and feel safe. That allowed Robert Whitaker to keep his belt in both of those instances.
And we knew from his debut in 2012 that he would be something special. He has certainly been every bit that. Our tail of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dracos Silva!
Ano yan bro, Norman? UFC 5 graphics. So,
Fighting out of the red corner.
okay ba yung graphics? Is it good? If medyo blurred baka sa ano lang, sa connection. Masolid.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. Well, it's a venue that needs no introduction. The world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. Even for a Boston guy, I have levels of appreciation for the building. Oh, well, just like he drew it up with us on Thursday, catches the kick, counters beautifully with the takedown.
He did a great job countering with that nice takedown. Great fight IQ, seeing it. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He lands a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, beautiful. Well, let's see if he goes to set up the hook again. He has really done a nice job punctuating his combinations with that hook tonight. Trying to establish that jab once again. Fast pace here in the early going. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh!
Oh, body shot.
All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You can see him sneaking looks to see where that hand is going to be. He's sneaking looks because he's going to find the opportune time to drop that big hook over the top.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Whitaker gets tagged by that straight punch.
Uy,
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still
ang iksi niya na, no? Ni Whitaker.
Nice leg kick.
May puro na yung ano. May damage na yung legs ni
Absolutely.
Duplessis.
Show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. He's going to pick the fruit.
Nice job blocking the elbow.
Boom!
How about this? Who's going at it? Oh, he gets
Stand up lang.
but he is on wobbly legs.
Uy!
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this.
Masyado kang aggressive.
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there.
Napasobra sa aggression sa Duplessis.
Threw it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight.
Ganda ng head movement. You know. Bang!
Let's get to Bruce Buffer. He has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 52 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
Well, he's still on the right side of 30, and Robert Whittaker just continues to add to what is already the best legacy for an Australian fighter in UFC history. There is nothing this man cannot do inside that octagon. You saw it firsthand tonight. Congratulations to the Reaper,
Okay, next
Robert
fight.
Whittaker.
Isa sa pinaka-nakakatuwang upset. Rousey versus Holm. Siyempre, Rousey tayo. Tatry natin pares bakin si Rousey.
All right, here she is, the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion, Holly Holm. It was Melbourne, Australia. It was UFC 193, November 15th of 2015, when Holly Holm effectively changed her life forever.
Holly Holm changed her life, but she changed the landscape of mixed martial arts.
Yes.
She showed that Ronda Rousey was not this unbeatable fighter that everybody thought she was to be. Went out there, set her traps with that lead left hand, used her footwork and movement to walk Rousey right into a beautiful head kick that finished the fight. A multiple-time boxing champion, amateur kickboxing background. Holly Holm is just truly something special.
And that Rousey win still one of the biggest upsets, betting odds or otherwise, in UFC history. All right, so here's the all-time great, the UFC Hall of Famer, Ronda Rousey. Of course, she took part in the first women's fight in UFC history back at UFC 157, when she as well established as any woman in the game.
I met Ronda Rousey back at the Olympics in 2008. As a young girl, became an Olympic bronze medalist. That was unheard of for someone to do that. And she took that star power and that ability to grapple a mixed martial arts career where she not only captured the UFC title, but also defended it on a number of occasions with her patented armbar. Every time Ronda fought, people tuned in, they loved it, it was always exciting.
And some wondered if she would ever make this walk again. Well, here is Ronda Rousey back in this arena, and if her pre-fight talk is any indication, she's got a point to prove here tonight. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Holly the Preacher's Daughter, Holm! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Ronda Rousey!
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
So here's the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion,
Okay, let's go.
New Mexico's Holly Holm, as conditioned really as any bantamweight on the roster. Outstanding kickboxer, great hands as well, but it's been a kick-heavy attack thus far in the UFC, and that is what people are expecting in this
Nice
matchup
distance control.
Oh, nice.
whiffs on the elbow.
Hmm.
And she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she stands.
Trying to load up on one, and she lands.
It won't take many of those.
Oh, man, are these shorts mic'd up? Did you hear that inside leg kick?
No, that is just the force that she is throwing her entire body into that inside leg kick.
Well, her striking has been great tonight. Rocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This would look like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again, she needs to go all out to try to finish the fight.
Nice defense by her there with the block. What a strike by her.
Hirap hulihin ni Holm.
Still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, climb up space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back and forth first round here.
Na-defend yung takedown.
Switch knee lands to the body.
Oh, another beautiful kick to the thigh. She has attacked that area to great effect here tonight.
She said that was in the game plan. Let's work every... Oh!
Could be the beginning of the end here. And just misses with that big right hand. Nice jab there to the body by Holly Holm.
That was a big check.
Boom.
All right, stacked guard here, DC. She's got the feet on the hips if she wants to escape.
Yeah, she's free. I mean, she's free. Once you get your feet on the hips, you're free. And she has done that. She has beaten the position. All she has to do now is extend her opponent away from her, kick her off, post her hand on the mat. Just basic jiu-jitsu stand-up to get right back to fighting on her feet. Big ground and pound.
Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and what a round it was for her. We talked about her power off the top of the show, and she certainly put it on full display there.
Power is what identifies her. She got her hands going, was able to land a big shot.
Ganda ng overhand.
got the
Sa
knockdown,
pool.
didn't get the finish, but if she's
Lead
patient,
overhand.
sets everything up again, maybe she'll find the finish in this round.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. Chief among it, the big knockdown courtesy of that punch.
A big knockdown off of that punch. She was flowing, letting everything go, and then she sat down on that strike that put her opponent down. It looked like the fight was over, but we do go forward.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Effective strike there by Rousey. Able to land there with the straight left.
Mhm.
She snapped her head back there. This could be the end.
She landed a massive uppercut that hurt her opponent very, very badly.
Well, she hasn't gotten the finish yet, but it's not for a lack of effort. Several huge uppercuts have landed, and prevailing wisdom is she goes right back to it here, I would think.
She has to go back to that. Why would she not go back to it? You don't. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She's got to start looking to finish here.
Ganda ng combo ni Holly Holm.
Oh, big punch land.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Well, she went to the straight left, unable to connect, though.
Now we get
Nice
some space
takedown
as
defense.
She separates from her opponent. Right to the single collar. She was able to close the distance, and now she's in her position.
The right hand just misses.
Mhm.
She's
Mhm.
She's hurt very bad. She's on skates. She has to get moving. If she stays in front of her opponent, she's going to take one more. That's going to end the night.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound.
All right, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her hooks in and just gets brutal damage off from the top position.
Now these two women separate from the clinch. Defense held up there as she blocks that shot. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was... Oh, she's got a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off the finish.
Going for the arm bar now. That might be tight.
Arm is very tight.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, she got out. How good is that? Well, Rousey's...
Sayang yung armbar, oh. Nakakasanay.
Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. Two of the best women in the world, and they both knocked each other down in that previous round.
They decided before they stepped in the octagon that they were going to bite down on their mouthpieces and let the fists fly. They did that. Both of them paid for it, but they both saw the end of the round. Let's see if anyone changes the course as the next round starts.
All right, so the big moment in that previous round was the knockdown. We'll get you the replay now. DC, take us through it.
She was able to get her chance. She was able to find her moment. She recognized that an opportunity presented itself. She took it and landed that beautiful knockdown.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, our next round is underway, and if you're a UFC fan and this is your first live event after a round like we just saw, you feel like this is the greatest thing.
She's hurting bad. Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
Takedown defense holds up.
And now some separation between the two athletes.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy. Oh, she's in a world of trouble now. Well, Rousey's got her stacked up here. Could be the beginning of the end. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Oh, well played there as she gets back to her feet.
Oh, the kick landed. She gets to the single collar tie. Look for her now to drive uppercuts up the middle to do damage on our opponent.
Oh, her knees are the business, man, and she is not just throwing one, right? We're talking about knees in bunches, and most of them...
Pagod na si Holly Holm.
You don't generally see that. You don't see somebody throw so many knees back to back, but there is no threat of a takedown. She's taking full advantage of every weapon she has at her disposal.
Well, we told you off the top her offensive wrestling was off the charts. She gets another takedown there. Now we'll see what she can do.
Now she looks to try and control her opponent because she's gotten a ton of takedowns, and it's awesome to see. But at some point, she needs to get some ground control.
Oh, she is hurting for certain. About 2 minutes here to go in round 3.
Hindi talaga ma-takedown.
Takedown defense is there. Nice up.
Ganda ng takedown defense niya, no? Holly Holm.
Well, she is visibly fatigued at this point of the fight. She landed that strike, but just not doing a ton of damage due to that aforementioned cardio advantage. Huge shots landed on both sides. How are they still standing? Now trying to trap an arm.
What a tight arm bar. Oh, wow.
Galing.
Great submission defense.
Nice transition.
Holmes' pass is denied. Oh, man, she's got great fighting instincts, right? Reverses position, and now she's in a position to potentially finish the fight.
Yeah, she did a great job recognizing that she was going to have to change something. Not only did she reverse the position, she finds herself in a very dominant position herself.
That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so
Nice
back
fight.
to the stools they go after a
Close fight.
crazy round, 2 knockdowns. She told us on Thursday power will be the biggest factor in this fight, and that was certainly the case in that previous
And she's very fast, too. Speed equals power in a lot of instances. So as she's throwing quick, eventually she just sets down, boom!
Thank you
Knocked her
so much
opponent
for the
down 2
follow.
times in the previous round. How does she build on this type of momentum?
May-empty ba't na bali MacBook? Do you want to 1v1? Maybe later, bro, because this is an event.
4th round now. Fight
Like, I'm
scheduled for
simulating a
5
pay-per-view
5-minute
event,
rounds.
so it's a series of
Oh,
fights.
nice technique on the side kick. You don't learn that overnight.
I think I have 3 fights
Gets
left.
back up, man. She is just relentless. Unbelievable. Right hand lands. She's got that
Uy. Boom.
She's getting up, yep.
Pinpoint execution on the hip toss there. She's able to take her down. Her opponent felt like she knew this attack would be coming. She couldn't stop it there.
But she did not see the setup. She did not see her opponent push into her.
Pagod na sila
Inviting her to
pareho.
push back. The moment she pushed back, boom, time to go for a ride. Unbelievable.
Oh, she connected flush. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Still plenty of time with which to work here, round 4. Rousey's cut, folks. Nasty cut on her lip, just opened up. Oh, she got inside and right to the single collar tie.
Huwag ka mag-follow up.
Real trouble.
Armbar, armbar.
Rousey's looking for an arm bar here.
Lock it.
Ooh, she's got that
Yun. Tap out. Isa pa.
inside. She's out.
Way to stay calm in a tough situation and defend that arm.
Ronda Rousey with the
There she
armbar.
goes again, another submission attempt here.
She keeps going to the well. There it is.
Tap, tap, tap.
Ooh, she's got
Yun. Ronda Rousey in the rematch wins by a top. By a armbar.
Wow, she got that respect.
Medyo basag lang yung mukha, pero at least panalo.
Smokes.
Well, this arena is officially on fire right now after what she just did. There are few things more
Boom.
exciting in mixed martial arts than a win by submission, and she got it done with style points here
Muntik
tonight.
na.
She got it done with style points, John. This young lady is a submission wizard, and it was on full display tonight as she gets another submission victory.
We set it inside the octagon for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by tap out, crowning Ronda Rousey.
All right, so another seminal moment in a career chock full of them for rowdy Ronda Rousey as she continues to celebrate.
Okay. Next fight. For our next fight, last 3 fights, Strickland versus Pereira. And I'm going to use Strickland. Last 3 fights.
Well, we have seen a lot of fighters expeditiously rise to mixed martial arts superstardom. But how about Alex Pereira? Crosses over into mixed martial arts from kickboxing and essentially takes the sport by storm?
By storm, John. I mean, so fast to go from a guy that was what can be to the champion. But when you possess this level of skill, when your kickboxing is second to none, and then you train with Glover and you develop wrestling defense, you know that you have a chance. Pereira not only had a chance, he took it all the way to the title. And tonight, he looks to get another victory.
He's seemingly a perfect mix of intensity and composure. He has heart, championship medal, Alex Pereira, the total package. We're certainly glad he's here in the UFC. The octagon, he is ready to fight. All right, so here is Sean Strickland, no longer the champion, but still one of the best 185-pounders in the world. He's got that high guard and outstanding boxing style. That says nothing of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt that he hasn't had to lean upon in recent big-time UFC fights. But this man is known for having outstanding cardio. He lives in the gym. He is a born fighter. And unlike a lot of men and women on this fight night, he loves fight night. He is able to channel those nerves in the proper way. And all eyes are on Sean Strickland in another massive spot here tonight. Well, it is the venue in which every UFC athlete hopes to one day compete, and we are now ready to go from Madison Square Garden here in New York City. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening.
Okay, nasa co-main event na tayo. Last 3 fights.
This fight is 5 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC
Shama. Maganda sana kung si Texera din nasa ano niya, no? Nasa mga coach niya. Tapos pag si Islam, nandun si Khabib.
fighting out of the red corner. Presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Sean
Herb Dean, he will
Okay, let's go.
inside the octagon. All right, here we go with round 1 action. We'll see how
Aggressive
Alex
si ano,
Pereira chooses to
Pereira.
proceed. He is going to have the striking advantage against most of the men in this division, and that is likely how he's going to choose to attack tonight. Leg kicks are truly the stuff of legend, and he doesn't throw it full force, just touching that lead leg, and oftentimes all it takes is one to change the complexion of the entire fight.
Laki ni Pereira, no? Haba.
Great block there. Hook is there again. Alex Pereira gets caught by that straight hand.
Those are big strikes.
I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. You take a look like that, you are...
Huge shots being landed on both sides. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished. And now
Kulit
his
atumba sila pareho.
His opponent's recovered. Now he's got to go deal with everything. He should have got the fight finished at that time. They just hurt him with a left hook,
Uy,
Strickland's cut above the eye now from that strike, so we'll see how the fighter deals with that definite adversity now. Under two.
uy.
Head kick there as it lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Let's go. Get out first for me. Oh, there's the head kick. It's blocked.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm.
Bagsak si Pereira. KO Pereira. Knockout si Pereira.
The bad man
No
stop.
shama.
A nice stoppage win for him here tonight, and the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them
Sino?
upstairs.
One,
And when those big
two.
shots land repeatedly,
Mali yung
the
body
referee
kick niya,
has no
masyado
choice
kasing
but
malapit.
to step in and call the fight.
Wala siya sa kicking range eh. Ayun.
Ready for the official decision. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 55 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Sean Strickland!
Oh, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You've only asked a party away.
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers,
Okay, last two
how soon
fights.
can I get up? Because it's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that...
Co-main event, Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards. So nung last time kasi leading si Usman, then na roundhouse kick siya ni Leon Edwards. Kaya naging welterweight champion si Leon Edwards. Dahil sa isang roundhouse kick. So ngayon, attempt natin. Re-rest back si Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards, Part 3.
He has arrived at the precipice of a world championship here tonight.
He's been working so long to put himself in this position. He has been working so diligently to try to earn himself a shot at a championship. Tonight he gets that opportunity. He is a well-rounded fighter. He's so tremendous in all aspects of mixed martial arts. I cannot wait to see him compete and try to become the champion.
And I'm not sure that any athlete in this welterweight division has handled adversity, professional and otherwise, as well as this man has. He is forged as he hits the proving ground for his first UFC title fight tonight. Leon Rocky Edwards, ready to make a statement here tonight. Well, they are not knocking the D2 National Wrestling Championship anymore because now Kamaru Usman has some UFC gold to go with it. A huge effort to dethrone Tyron Woodley not all that long ago, and now Usman's got that target on his back.
And he also has an undying belief in himself. He believes that through all the hard work, the result will show when he steps in the octagon. He has underrated striking. And because everyone fears his wrestling, a lot of his striking opportunities open up even more. But the moment Usman grabs you, he can control you in a way that not many guys in the UFC can. We saw that in the Woodley fight. We saw it in the Dos Anjos fight. That's why he is the best fighter at 170 pounds.
And when your bout agreement says Kamaru Usman on it, get ready for
Grab a lunch bill. Grab a lunch bill.
Might need a helmet, too, if that's allowed. Kamaru Usman getting ready to go here tonight.
Angas ni Usman.
Kamaru Usman steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Leon Rocky Edwards. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.
Thank you so much.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, here we go. Two of the best welterweights in the world. They are Kamaru
Uy,
Usman and
grabe naman yung nag-roundhouse kagad si Leon
stylistic
Edwards.
match up the strengths on both sides. I'm not sure Usman can't beat him in a kickboxing match, though, head-to-head.
And that was the difference in fight one. Edwards thought if he could stay standing, he would win the fight. Usman had to take him down. That is not the case today. Usman is a phenomenal
Nice
striker
takedown
in his
defense.
career. But if he is standing in boxing with Leon Edwards, there aren't many people in the world that you would favor. This is a very interesting fight. It's a matter of who can make it take place where they need it to be in order to get the victory.
Oh, and he caught the kick.
It's always funny watching the beginning of these fights as guys try to really set the tone of the fight, the pace at which we are going to
Hindi ko siya
fight.
ma-takedown ah.
Missed with that attempt. Already gets the takedown.
Yun,
Now,
finally.
See what he can do in this advantageous spot.
He set it up beautifully. Let's see if he can now take full advantage of it.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Kamaru Usman. Another ground and pound strike lands. Edwards getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. There's an elbow from the top by Usman. Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
Edwards has got the full mount. Watch the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. The wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong.
Muntik na.
And another strike gets through. This could be over soon. So under a minute to go here in what has been a competitive and action-packed.
Muntik na makayo si Usman sa ground pa.
Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Well, that swelling is getting out of control. To that end, you see the referee has paused the action, likely to call on the doctor. We'll see if this fight can continue, champ.
Well, it's so noticeable. You gotta
Pwede
check,
pa yan.
you gotta make sure that this fighter's
Do
able to
more
continue.
hooks.
And it
Alright.
looks as though he is going to allow the fighter to continue. So a nice pop from the crowd as that decision is made. He's got to go for it now, though.
Let's try that.
Ready.
All right, so the ringside physician has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited. This fight's going to continue.
Absolutely. And I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best
full mount.
fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night.
Okay, end of the round.
Hashtag swollen. His face is starting to close, my man.
It looks really bad.
By the way guys, before we end the live, please don't forget to follow me. So that way you'll know when will be my next live. Most of the time I'm playing UFC 5, but I'm also playing Resident Evil. I've just finished Resident Evil 2 remake earlier. So I'm thinking of doing Resident Evil 3 remake next, followed by 4, 5, Biohazard, Village, until the release date of Requiem.
Round 2 is underway.
So please do drop a follow, that would mean a lot. I'm just trying to get my stream key by reaching 1,000 followers.
Nice jab to the head there by Edwards. Well, they made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike.
Uy, nice takedown defense by Leon Edwards.
So they have got the timing down here at this point. Place yours there, DC. He is officially run.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut.
Please leave a follow guys, thank you. Okay, let's do the hook. Okay, blocked.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Usman.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Can't leave the mount, brother.
Hard elbows,
Stay on mount.
He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, I usually do the elbow at the end. As the 5th or 6th strike, I
Just
think.
over 2 minutes to go.
That will be unblockable.
All right, so now we start to see some visible damage.
However, he's good at blocking my, as you can see. He can block my earlier strikes, that's why I can proceed with the unblockable elbow.
Down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Usman's in half guard.
Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the
This
feet.
is an educated crowd, J.A. They appreciate high-level grappling. That's exactly what they got in that exchange.
So a much different approach from him here in round 2. Took him a while to find the range.
Uy, sayang.
His striking rhythm.
Almost had
He
it.
has found it here, and as a result, has really picked up the pace in round 2. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
30 seconds to go.
Wow, both of them are landing massive shots.
Seconds winding down in round 2. Oh, just missed on the overhand left. That might have done some damage. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so now this damage really bears watching.
Man, look at
His
Edwards' face.
compromised,
Basag
and
yung
he
mukha ni
got
Leon
the start
Edwards.
affecting his output as well offensively.
Well, you got to look from the start to make mistakes. Trying
What
to
do you mean, what division?
overcompensate for all the
What
shots that was
division
taken to the
Kamaru
face,
is
for
in,
all the
or
swelling. I have
what
seen
division
on many
I
occasions
am
where someone has
in
massive
ranked mode.
swelling, and they struggle. Look for this guy to start to mess up a little bit in there.
All right, back to the stool, and he is officially swole, and I'm not talking about muscles. He is swollen up top.
I mean, he looks bad.
In ranked mode,
Because he was too stationary
the
on
highest I've
receiving
reached
end
is
of two
Division
big
18,
shots. He was beat up. He was
but
battered. He
I'm
was
not
bruised.
playing ranked
And look at
mode
all the swelling.
recently,
It
so I think
shows
I'm
that
stuck
he has
at
taken
15
far
or
too
16.
Oh, big roundhouse.
Karma's a bitch.
Kamaru Usman.
Usman via roundhouse.
My
You know,
goodness.
karma. Panalo si Usman via roundhouse. Kung paano siya natalo. Boom! By the way, that rank 8 or that division 18 is in MMA, right? I don't play stand and bang only.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 27 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare.
All right, Kamaru Usman, your winner tonight by knockout, and this was a no-doubter. This is a bonus-winning performance.
Okay, and we're down to the main event. The last fight for this stream. Gustafsson versus John Jones. If ever they did a rematch, this is it.
All right, so for a long time, this man believed that he was the #1 light heavyweight in the world. He is the challenger out of the blue corner tonight, and with a golden opportunity to prove to the champion that there's a new force to be reckoned with.
He said time and time again he thought he was the matchup. He thought he could get it done.
Okay, so if you like this content, guys, please drop a follow. Follow my account. I regularly stream UFC, also Fight Night. Sometimes I also play ESBC Undisputed, and solo player games like Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Callisto Protocol. I've been playing Callisto Protocol recently. nice flip.
Well, he is the best mixed martial artist that the nation of Sweden has ever produced. Former two-time UFC light heavyweight title challenger Alexander Gustafsson, and he hasn't realized the UFC title yet, but I know you guys will always have UFC 192, one of the harder fights of your career.
One of the toughest nights that I've ever had in the UFC, and Alexander Gustafsson showed in that night that not only is he skilled, he's as tough as they come. From the war with John Jones, to the war that him and I had, to some of the biggest victories that he stood and he's won in the octagon. A very, very skilled striker with fantastic boxing, unbelievable footwork, and very, very underrated wrestling. One of the only guys that can say he's taken me down and also taken John Jones down in a championship fight.
He really is the total package. I know he hasn't solved that John Jones puzzle yet, but truly a special striker. And in terms of the movement at 205 pounds on the feet, nobody does it better than Gus. Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight title fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, John Bones Jones! And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Alexander Gustafsson!
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this
Let's do this last fight for this stream. The main event, Gustafsson versus Jones.
Gustafsson has to make some adjustments. In the second fight, he looked a little bit lost. He looked as though he allowed Jones to make the necessary adjustments that he needed to make. Now he's down 0-2. Motivation will not be enough. His full skill needs to be on display in this rematch.
Nice team kick there from the kickboxer, and that is going to give the opposition something to think about.
He's hurt bad.
Oh, you see him let, yeah, look.
Now he's back up. Oh, nice kick. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
And he comes through with a big knee.
Nice, what a spear.
Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. This is where he wants to be.
And he's back up. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go and finish. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him. He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Under 90 seconds to go.
Nice punch.
Don't follow up, don't follow up.
Back to the feet. Oh, big knee to the body, man alive.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, Gustafsson's nose. John Jones with a huge knockout tonight.
John Jones takes the win for the main event. Thank you so much guys for watching. That's the last fight for tonight. Follow nyo na lang ako para next time for another dream pay-per-view like this. You'll know if may bago. Bang! What a hit.
Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the live stream.
This contest at 4 minutes, 24 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Jones.
All right, what a knockout for John Jones. Perhaps a bonus winning effort for him here tonight. Competitive matchup, at least on paper, but didn't play out that way tonight, DC.
Well, Jones has shown and proves once again why he's so highly regarded in the history of the sport of mixed martial arts.